Hello, Class 4. Happy Tuesday. The forecasted snowstorms didn't really amount to much, so here I am in school. I managed to get here safely. Hope you're all safe at home. Hopefully you'll also get out to play in the snow a bit today. But if you're watching this, then you must be doing some work, so thumbs up, well done. Today, we're going to forget about reading, writing, maths, and it should have been your geography lesson with Mr. Beeford today, but that'll be coming tomorrow. The reason we're not doing those lessons is because today, all across the country, is Safer Internet Day 2021. So we're going to be doing some little activities, some little assemblies, some lessons on how to stay safe online. I'm going to share my screen with you. This is the assembly. So let's share my screen and I'm going to open up PowerPoint. Here we go. As I said, an internet we can trust, Safer Internet Day, and focus for Safer Internet Day this year is on exploring reliability in the online world. So how much can you trust what you see online? So what is Safer Internet Day? Well, we're going to celebrate all the great things about being online. There's thousands of children across the country joining in with us today, and it's actually happening all over the world. So about 170 countries will be doing this today, so you're part of a worldwide lesson, which is quite exciting. So let's have some hands up. So we're going to celebrate some of the amazing things that we do online. So what do we do? So I'm going to show you some examples here, and the children in school will be putting their hands up so I can count how many people like doing these things. At home, I just want you can put your hands up if you like, or you can just say, yes, I like these things. So who likes playing games online? What sort of games do you play? Have a chat with an adult in the room. What sort of games do you play? What about chatting to your friends? I know you can do that on Purple Mash. You can send an email to each other. I have to approve them, of course, so I can see what you're sending. But there's also stuff like on your Xbox, if you're playing on your PlayStation and you're playing games with your friends, you can send messages and chat to them. What about video calling friends and family? So with lockdown, with the coronavirus lockdown, lots and lots more people are doing FaceTime, Zooms like this one, all these kinds of things. Who likes doing that? What about learning new things? In school, we use the internet quite a lot to learn new things. So we can research topics. Like at the moment, you're doing some work on rivers. So you've had some activities where you can research the River Tyne, the River Wear. So the internet's really great for learning new things. I'm always on the internet learning as much as I can about things. Listen to music is another wonderful, especially me. I love listening to music online. I don't have, back in the day, I had CDs and cassettes even and vinyl, but now I just stream stuff. So I can search for any artist and I can listen to any kind of music I want to online. A wonderful thing for the internet. One of the best things about the internet for me is I can listen to whatever music I want when I want. Another good thing is watching videos. Now you're watching one right now. So you've managed to get onto YouTube and you're watching this video. You might be watching Mr. Beefeth or myself reading Wild Robot, or I know quite a lot of you just like going onto YouTube and finding your own funny videos to watch. So there we go. So many wonderful things that you can do online. So while you're working on the activities this week, you might get the chance to talk about some of these wonderful things that we can do online as we go through the activities from today. So today we're going to be thinking about trust online. How much can we trust what we see, what we hear online? Because it's not always trustful. So have a think before we go any further about what trust means. So what is trust? I want you just to find someone in your room, so pause the video and just spend about 30 seconds chatting to someone in your household about what trust means. Do you get some good answers? So trust is when we believe that whatever someone or something is telling us is true, is the truth, so it's believable. For example, you might trust me if I said something like, next week, we're going to go on a school trip. Now, because I'm quite a trustful person, you might trust me and you think, oh yeah, we're going on a trip. I can trust Mr. Blake. I have a strong belief that he tells the truth. So whatever he says is probably going to be true, unless I'm having one of my wind-up moments when I'm saying some things to you that we're clearly not going to do, but that's usually a joke. In general, I'm quite a trustful person. So that's me telling the truth. What about if let's say you've got a little sister and you came downstairs and she had chocolate all over her face, and you noticed that your chocolate bar was missing. And you said to her, "Did you eat my chocolate bar?" And she said, "No." Would you trust her? Is she being truthful? So trust, there we go. Trust is something when you have a strong belief that whatever someone or something is telling you is the truth. Let's link that now. Instead of me and your little sisters, what about what you see online? Can you trust everything that you see online? Have a think about that. So pause the video now. And do you think we can believe that everything we see online is true? Hopefully, you'll have said no, that you can't believe everything online, and you'd be absolutely right, because sometimes things aren't quite what they seem online. So you're going to have to use your brain and your adults that are with you to see whether what you're looking at online is truthful or not. It's not always trustworthy. And it's also important to remember that some things you see online may be trying to persuade you to do things, and you have to really, really think hard about what is happening and whether you think it's trustworthy. Can you think of any examples? Can you think of anything that you might have seen or heard online that hasn't been the truth or hasn't been trustworthy? Just pause the video and see if you can think of any examples. I've got a few here written on my little note sheet here. So you might have somebody online, like a stranger, asking to meet up. Now, you don't know that person, so you don't know if they're being truthful. So let's have a bit of a game. We're going to play Trust It or Check It. Nice game of Trust It or Check It. So I've got some scenarios coming up, and I want you to decide whether you can, yes, I can trust that source, or no, I need to check it with an adult, or I need to use my brain to check it. So here's the first one. Can you trust this, or do you think you need to check it? So King Cody 439 has said, "Hey, nice win in the last match. Do you fancy trading for the purple ice blast? I saw you had 2. Thanks, yeah. What you got to trade? I've got a super rare star crystal. Send me the ice blast first so I know I can trust you, and I'll send you it after." So what do you think? Pause the video. Do you think that you can trust King Cody 439 that he's actually going to give you what he said he is? So it seems like a trade. So you can trade things online. That's absolutely fine, especially in games. But I want you to make sure before you do anything like this that you need to check that this person, King Cody 439, is trustworthy. So if you know who King Cody is, he might be a friend from school, then he might be trustworthy. But if you've never met King Cody before, how do you know that he's actually going to give you, he or she, how do you know that they're going to give you what they've offered? So if you're making a trade, you want to also make sure it's fair. Is it fair? Is swapping a purple ice blast for a super rare star crystal fair? So if you're an online game, just have a think. Is that fair? Can I trust this person? Do I know who it is? I would probably check that one. How would that make you feel if you got that message then? How would it make you feel? So pick one of the emojis there for how that would make you feel. Right, next one. If you saw this message online, would you trust it or would you check it? Click to play now. Invade planets, build empires, rule the stars. So this is an advert. So you have to click on this link to play something. Now, you don't know where that's going to take you to. When you click to play now, you've got no idea what website that's going to take you to. So you're probably going to have to check this. And it's very difficult, very tricky to tell if an advert online is trustworthy or not. So what could you do? Well, couple of things you could do. You could ask an adult, say, "Mum, Dad, Grandma, Uncle, Big Sister, I want to play this game. Do you think it's okay to click on it?" Then so you could check it with them. If you're not sure, still, you could go onto Google and you could Google invade planets, build empires, rule the stars to search to see if this advert is trustworthy or not. So how would that advert make you feel if it was to pop up on your computer screen? Next one. Today is Friday the 13th. Unlucky for some. Let's turn this into a good day. Send this message to 5 friends to get good luck all weekend. Don't ignore it, or you'll be cursed with bad luck for 10 years. Don't break the chain. This is a chain message. So this is where people get sent it and you have to then forward it on to lots and lots of different people. So what do you think? Would you just trust that and send the message on, or would you try and check it? You're gonna, again, have to check it because these kind of messages, they're not true. Just because something's popped up on the internet and you ignore it doesn't mean that you'll get bad luck for 10 years. So hopefully you'll be able to use your brain to see that one. That's ridiculous. Just because it's a message doesn't mean I'm going to get bad luck. Doesn't mean you get good luck if you forward it on either. And it's best not to share these as well because it can make people worry. It can make people worry. So how do you feel if you receive that message? Next one. If you saw this news headline, this is a news headline, would you trust it or would you check it? Scientists reveal plan to build giant freezer to prevent global warming. So trust it or check it. Now this looks like it could be a joke, like scientists are going to build a giant freezer. So people usually share these kind of jokes to make each other laugh. They tend to be a bit exaggerated, or they can even be really sarcastic. And it might be even trying to make fun of someone or something. So what's important is to read beyond the headline and look who it's written it by. And if you look who this one's written by, it's by Jay Orca. Jay Orca, Joker. Hey. So it's a bit of a joke, this one. If it's by a journalist on an official website, news website like the BBC or the Guardian or something like that, or BBC Bitesize, something like that, it's probably going to be true. But if it's written by someone like Jay Orca, it's probably not going to be true. So how would that one make you feel if you received that headline? So we've had chain messages, we've had trades online, we've had news headlines. The next one here is a competition online. Everyone's a winner. Enter your email and click spin to find out which prize you've won. Well, that looks good to me because everyone wins. All I've got to do is put my email in this box and I'm either going to win a car, a phone, a holiday, or some cash. Brilliant. I'm putting my email in. Or should I? Should I check it first? It's really tempting to just enter competitions because you think they're true and it looks like they've got some pretty great prizes. But often they're too good to be true. So if you look at something and it seems too good to be true, it's best to check it with an adult. So I don't think that I'm going to get a brand new car, a phone, a holiday, or cash just by entering my email. That doesn't make any sense. And what it's probably doing is something called phishing. Phishing. Now that's not phishing with a rod with an F, it's with a PH. And that's where companies just try and get lots of email addresses so they can send you even more adverts and lots of spam. So do not, whatever you do, you need to check these things, but don't share any of your personal information just because you think you might win a prize. You need to check with an adult before you enter any kind of competition. So how would that one make you feel? What about this one? It's a video this time. We've got a 14-minute video. It was posted a week ago. Crazy skills, amazing trick shots, first time. Ooh, I'm going to click on that video because I want to see this chap doing some amazing trick shots. It'll blow my mind according to the emoji. What should I do? Well, not a lot of harm can come from clicking the video, but you don't know what the content is. It might say, look at these crazy skills. And then when you click on it, it might actually take you to a different video. So you need to make sure before you click on any videos that you've got an adult in the room with you. It could be edited. It could be edited. How will that make you feel? I've got Mrs. Richardson here now. Mrs. Richardson, if you saw this video online, it says crazy skills, amazing trick shots, first time. Do you think we should click on that video? Do you think we could just trust that, or should we check it first?
I think we should check.
I think we should check, because we don't know, do we, where that video is going to take us to.
Not.
It might take us to a video of absolutely anything. So it's best to check videos because they could be edited, or you don't know what it's going to look like. So if you've got an adult in the room, they can watch the video with you, and if they think it's inappropriate, they can stop it there. How would it make you feel then? If that video popped up, would that make you curious? Would it make you worried, angry, shocked, happy? Ms. Richardson, I've got a few more slides before I'm ready to chat and stuff. So shall I come and get you, see you in a bit? Excellent. Next one then. Oh, this is an interesting one. So you're playing your game, and then your friend who you've never met in person, this Green Thunder 2, they're saying, I can't believe we've been playing for a whole year together. And then you reply with, no way, feels like I've known you forever. And then Green Thunder says, oh, we should meet up in person sometime to celebrate. On the surface, oh, that'd be a good idea. Me and Green Thunder have been getting on really well. We're really good at this game. I'm going to go meet him to chat about everything we've done. What do you think? Can you trust Green Thunder, or do you think you need to check it with an adult? Well, a couple of things here. You don't know who Green Thunder is. You don't know if it's a child, if it's an adult. You don't know what their intentions are, what they're planning to do when they meet up with you. So 100%, you should definitely check this with an adult. It's really, really important, this one. You should never, ever share any personal information or arrange to meet up with anybody just because you've been messaging them on a game. You don't know if you can trust this person. So you have to tell an adult straight away if anybody ever asks you to meet up in person who you've been chatting to online. So how would that one make you feel? Well done, everyone. You did a really good job there. So this Safer Internet Day today is all about reliability, trust. Can you believe what you're seeing, or do you need to check it? So what I need you to think of yourself is I want you to think of yourself as internet detectives now. Whenever you're online, I want you to question everything you see. Question it. If you're not sure, have a check online. You can Google news headlines, you can Google people, journalists, you can Google competitions, you can look things up online, or you can check offline. You can check offline by asking some people for help, by checking what do you know about this source, where's it coming from? And always, always, if you're unsure, make sure you ask for help. I would say that 3, if you're checking things online or offline, 3 is a good number to check for. So check 3 different places. So if you see a news headline, check it on a couple more websites to make sure it's real. If you research information and you find a really good fact, check there's somewhere else online that says the same thing. So by being this internet detective, it will help to keep you safe online. So it's time to talk. So if you're feeling upset online, what should you do? If you're feeling scared online, what should you do? If you're feeling curious or angry or worried or confused, what should you do? And there's a really simple answer to all this. You should check with an adult who you do trust. Who you do trust. There you go. Talk to an adult for help and support. Any adult you know and trust. Could be a teacher, dad, mum, teaching assistant, or grandparent. So that's a big message for today, is if you're not sure whether you can trust something online, make sure you talk to an adult for some help and support. I'm going to stop this assembly here now, and I'm going to record. Now I'm going to go and record your lesson. So after you've finished watching this assembly, there'll be another video for you to watch, and it's going to go through some activities for you to do. And I'll be asking you to keep stopping it and going to Purple Mash to go to little worksheets for you to do during the video.